Taking a look first at the starting lineups for Wittenberg. At outside hitter, a 6'3" freshman from Hamilton, Ohio, number 1, Eli Halverson. At libero, a 5'9" freshman from Clayton, Ohio, number 3, Dominic Smith. At middle blocker, a 6'4" freshman from Columbus, number 5, Taylor Harper. At outside hitter, a 6'4" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 9, Michael Yerk. At outside hitter, a 6'4" senior from Medina, number 13, Tom Supan. The setter is a 6-foot freshman from Akron and Walsh Jesuit High School, number 14, Sam Richardson. And at middle blocker, a 6'6" junior from Gehenna, Ohio, number 19, Kurt Clamforth. The Tigers are coached by Nathan Matthews, who is in his 2nd season with the program. He is assisted by Ryan Rourke. Starting it off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, at outside hitter, a 6'2" junior from Hilliard Darby High School, number 1, Michael Beard. At setter, a 6'2" junior from Hinckley, number 4, Brandon Long. At outside hitter, a 6'3" junior from Medina and Walsh Jesuit High School, number 11, Nick Reelman. At middle hitter, a 6'4" freshman from Powell and Olentangy Liberty High School, number 12, Colby Whiteside. At middle hitter, a 6'4" freshman from Towson, Maryland, number 13, Josh Steinitz. And a defensive specialist is a 5'10" freshman from Bothell, Washington, number 20, Aiden Kim. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Kyle Mars, who is in his 3rd season. He is assisted by a Declan Pierce, the graduate assistant, as well as Jason Donarovich, Dan Martin, and Greg Hersig. The Yellow Jackets will be in brown with gold lettering across the chest, spelling out Baldwin Wallace in white trim. They have white numerals in gold trim and the Yellow Jacket logo on the nameplate. The Wittenberg Tigers will be in red with white lettering, numerals, and white stripes down the sides of the jersey. The Yellow Jackets will go from right to left in this first set. Wittenberg will go from left to right. The libero for Baldwin Wallace is wearing a white jersey. The libero for Wittenberg is in gray. Once again, the Yellow Jackets coming with a 19-6 overall record, 2-0 in MCVL play, and 10-1 at home. They are on a 3-match winning streak. They have taken straight set victories over Wisconsin Lutheran, and then last night continued to work with their winning ways against Mount St. Joseph with a win at the Illinois Institute of Technology in between. Chris Mazzoni is on, or rather Nick Mazzoni is on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Josh Steinitz subbed out. Wittenberg will start on serve, and the left-handed serve from Richardson played up to Long. Big finish at the net by Whiteside. It's kept alive by the Tigers and sent over by Dominic Smith. Kim up to Long, over to Whiteside, and again it's returned on one hit by the Tigers. Long sets up Beard. Beard puts it down with authority, but Wittenberg digs it out. And sent over to the right side where Supan hits it over. Kim sets up Beard on the outside, and Beard smokes it out of bounds. Good rally by both teams, but the Tigers get the first point of this first set. Richardson stays on serve and smashes it into the net. We're even at 1 here in this first set. And it'll be Michael Beard going on serve for the Yellow Jackets. And it's out of bounds. Wittenberg gets the point and goes back on serve. Jake Downs, a 6'1" freshman libero, has checked in, and he will go on serve. the Milford, Ohio native. Sends over a right-handed serve played by Reelman up the long over to Mazzoni. Mazzoni has his hit blocked, but the Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Reelman sends it to the back row. And we have an infraction against the Tigers. Point goes to the Yellow Jackets. Colby Whiteside will serve it up. He chops down at it 3 times, gives it a spin into his right hand, sends it to his left, and then gets an ace with the right hand as that ball dropped right in front of Jake Downs. Downs thought it had a little bit more height on it, and it fell right at his feet. Whiteside with the serve. Off the top of the net, played up to Richardson. Big outside hit from Halverson as he skied above the net and put it down with the right hand to even things up at 3 in this first set. Taylor Harper will go on serve for the Tigers. And a floating right-hander played by Beard up the long over to Mazzoni, and Mazzoni puts it down for the kill. Nick Mazzoni will go on serve. And he clubs it out of bounds with the left hand. We're back to even at 4. Tom Supin goes on serve. Fires it up into the air with the right hand and hits it into the net. The Yellow Jackets get the point and go back on serve. Nick Reelman goes on serve now. Gives the ball 3 spins, flips it up with the right hand, sends it over. It's played up to Richardson at the net. Beard keeps it alive for the Yellow Jackets. Reelman sends it back to Beard, and Beard puts it down for the kill. Reelman with the serve, dug out by diving Dominic Smith. Big swing by Halverson. Kim keeps it alive with the right hand. Over to Mazzoni. Beard will send it over on a free ball. It's Richardson setting it up for Clamforth, and he puts it down for the point. Halverson will go on serve. It's played by Beard. Up to long, back to Beard. His hit is dug out, sent up to Richardson. York sends it over. Back to Beard, and Beard blasts it off of the hands of Smith up to Richardson. Tip at the net again. Clamforth puts it down for the point. Back-to-back plays for the point. Halverson stays on serve. We're even at 6. Received by Beard, up to long. Steinitz with a tip at the net, and he gets the kill. Whiteside will check in, Kim will check out, and Josh Steinitz will go on serve. Steinitz with 19 service aces on the year, good for 3rd on the team. And I put the broadcaster jinx on the poor young man as he hits that one into the net. Gives Wittenberg the point, the serve, and the tie in this first set. We're even at 7. Clamforth on serve. And he sails it out of bounds. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Brandon Long on serve now for BW. Floating right-hander, played up to Richardson. He elevates it for Harper, and Harper puts it down for the point. Peyton Reed into the match for the Yellow Jackets, seeing his first action today. Sam Richardson goes back on serve. Left-handed, played by Kim. Up to Long, to Beard, and Beard hits it wide of the post that extends from the net. It's out of bounds. Point for the Tigers, and they go back in front, 9-8. Richardson with the serve. It's received by Beard. Up to Long, a Whiteside, and Whiteside puts it down out of bounds off of one of the Tigers. Supan got an arm on it, but it took a hard bank right into the curtain that separates the field house from the main gym here at BW. Beard will serve it up, and it's Long. A point for the Tigers. They take a 10-9 lead. Jake Downs back in to serve. Played by Reelman up to Long, the Whiteside, and Whiteside crushes it out of bounds. He was going wide to the sideline, and it was a good plan to try it because there was nobody over there, but he put way too much behind it. Floating serve played by Beard up to Long, over to Mazzoni. Mazzoni gets it blocked down, and it's a Tigers point. Halverson and Harper combined on that block. And with Wittenberg taking a 12-9 lead over the Yellow Jackets, we have a timeout on the floor by BW. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and student athletes. Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Aaron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. We're listening and watching the Yellow Jacket men's volleyball on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, it's Kim, Beard, Long, Reelman, Mazzoni, and a Whiteside on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. And for the Tigers, it will be Harper, Richardson, Halverson, Smith, Supan, and Downs, who stays on serve. Floating right-hander, played by Beard, up to Long, over to Reelman. Reelman hits it through a block, and that gets the Yellow Jackets a point. They cut the deficit to 2, 12-10. Downs digs it out. Richardson tries to keep it alive, and it'll be 4 hits on the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. Have a chance to even things up here on serve. They trail 12-11 in this first set, best of 5 match. Off the top of the net, Downs digs it out, up to Richardson, over to Halverson, and he hits it through a block for a point as it's deflected out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. Chris Gertz will check in. He'll relieve Harper. Gertz with his first appearance in the match. Off the top of the net, played by Beard, up to long. Steinitz with a big swing, and it's down for the kill. Harper is back. It'll be a rolling substitution as Dominic Smith will now come in for the Tigers. Nick Mazzoni on serve, and it's played by Downs in the back row, up to Richardson. Big swing through a block. The Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Long sends it over for Beard, and Beard puts it down for the kill from the back row. Downs was leaning left. That ball went to his right, and despite a lunging attempt, could not get there in time to keep it alive. Yellow Jackets even things up at 13. Mazzoni tosses it up in the air, off the top of the net. It's kept alive by Halverson. Over to Richardson. Hit over by Supan, played by the Yellow Jackets. Long sets it up for Steinitz. He gets it sent right back at him, keeps it alive. Reelman sends it over on a third hit, and he smokes it out of bounds. The point and the lead go back to the Tigers. Tom Supan will be on serve. And he crushes it out of bounds. So that'll even things up at 14. Nick Reelman goes on serve. And it's played by Downs. Over to Richardson. Halverson sends it over on a free ball. Long plays it over to Kim. Now to Beard. Beard hits it through a block. Downs keeps it alive for the Tigers. Up to Richardson, over to Halverson. Kim with a dive to his right. Kept it alive, but the ball got stuck in the catwalk up here at Ursprung Gymnasium. It is the first time I've ever seen it happen where the ball actually stayed up there. Reelman will be on serve for the Yellow Jackets. Downs and Smith collide, but the Tigers keep it alive. Halverson with a tip. Beard's there to keep it alive. Over to Steinitz. Kimmel sent it over on a free ball. Smith plays it up to Richardson. Over to Halverson. And Kim is there for the dig. Long with a block at the net. And it's a point awarded to the Tigers. They go back in front, 15-14. Eli Halverson on serve. It's played by Beard. Over to Long. Mazzoni from the back row hits it out of bounds. The Tigers back in front by 2. 16-14 here in this first set. Halverson will stay on serve. Received by Beard, up to Long, back to Beard, and Beard puts it down for the kill. Halverson tried to dive to his right, unable to get there. To elevate it and set up a teammate for a second hit. Josh Steinitz will go on serve for the Yellow Jackets. And it's on the line for an ace. He went all the way across court from left to right and put it down on the line for a Yellow Jacket point. That'll even the score at 16 here in the first set. Steinitz flips it in the air, sends it over with the right hand. It's played by Halverson in the back. Up to Richardson, tip at the net from Klamfoth. It's kept alive by the Yellow Jackets, punched over by Brandon Long. Richardson sends up Klamfoth, and again he has it blocked, but the Tigers keep it alive. Big swing from Yerk, and he crushes it out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets back in front, 17-16. And before we play the next point, timeout on the floor by the Wittenberg University Tigers. And while we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening to Yellow Jacket Men's Volleyball on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, the Tigers send Smith, Halverson, Klamfoth, Richardson, Yerk, and Downs onto the floor. Check that, Supan. The Yellow Jackets counter with Beard, Long, Whiteside, Peyton Reed, Nick Mazzoni, and Josh Steinitz, who will be on serve. Steinitz flips it into the air, sends it over. It's played by Supan, up to Richardson. Over to Yerk, it's blocked at the net. Smith keeps it alive for the Tigers. Tipped over, but Beard is there to keep it alive and avoid a collision as well with Steinitz. Mazzoni sends it over on a free ball. Richardson sets to the outside. Yerk has it blocked, and it goes out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. We're even at 17. Klamfoth on serve. Takes a long, deep breath, bounces the ball once, picks it up, sends it over with the right hand. It's received by Beard, up to Long, back to Beard on the left side, and it's blocked out of bounds off of the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. Brandon Long on serve for BW. It's received by Supan. Richardson keeps it alive, back to Supan, he'll send it over. Long sets up Beard, Beard hits it through a block. It's kept alive by Supan, up to Richardson. Tip at the net by Yerk, and it's out of bounds. Point to the Yellow Jackets. Coach Nathan Matthews not happy with that call, and he is talking to the official on the court, wondering how that was out of bounds off of his player. He did not get the explanation that he so desired, and the Yellow Jackets will stay on serve with Long. Supan receives it up to Richardson, and Richardson tried to get a quick hit, but he sent it out of bounds with the left hand. Yellow Jackets in front by 3, 20-17 here in this first set. Long serves it over, Supan up to Richardson. Big swing by Harper, but it's blocked down for a Yellow Jacket point. And with the Yellow Jackets taking a 21-17 lead, the Wittenberg Tigers call their second and final timeout of this first set. While we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening and watching to Yellow Jacket Men's Volleyball on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, the Tigers send Harper, Richardson, Yerk, Supan, Halverson, and Smith onto the floor. Now they'll get a substitution as Dominic Melchiori, a 6'3 senior from Hilliard Darby High School, checks in. The Yellow Jackets counter with Long, Reed, Kim, Mazzoni, Whiteside, and Beard. Long sends it over on the serve. Roll shot played by Beard. Up to Long, over to Mazzoni. Big swing through a block. The Tigers keep it alive. Richardson sets it up for a back row attack from Supan. Reed trying to hustle after it. And an infraction is called against the Tigers. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Long stays on serve. Sends it over with the right hand. Supan receives it up to Richardson. Big swing by Melchiori, kept alive by the Yellow Jackets. Beard sends it over, finds a spot in Wittenberg's set where there were no Tigers, and he put it down for the point. Long with the serve, played by Supan, up to Richardson. Big swing from Yerk, and he smokes it off of Peyton Reed and out of bounds for a Tigers point. They trail at 23-18 here in this first set. And it'll be Sam Richardson on serve. The left-hander played by Kim, up to Long, over to Whiteside. Kept alive by the Tigers. Richardson sets it up for Yerk. It's played by Peyton Reed. Over to Long, now to Beard. Beard hits it off the top of the net, but he hit it also off of the pole that extends from the net, signifying it was out of bounds. It's a point for the Tigers, who remain on serve. Richardson with the left-handed serve, received by Reed, who's diving to his right. Beard with a hit through a block, and it's out of bounds off of the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets go on set point. Michael Beard will go on serve for the Yellow Jackets. Flips it up with the right hand, sends it over into the net, rather, with the right hand. And Wittenberg will go back on serve with the Yellow Jackets still on set point. Jake Downs to serve for the Tigers. Floating right-hander played by Beard, up to Long, over to Mazzoni, hits it into a block of Dominic Melchiori, and it's down for a Wittenberg point. Down serve received by Beard, up to Long, over to Whiteside, and it's blocked out for a point by Wittenberg. Actually, Supan off of the block, skied above the net, and put it down for the Wittenberg point. That draws the Tigers to within 2. Yellow Jackets still on set point, leading 24-22. BW will call a timeout. And while we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match against the Wittenberg Tigers is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Fortuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of the Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening and watching to Yellow Jacket Men's Volleyball on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Melchiori, Supan, Smith, Richardson, Downs, and Yerk on the floor for the Tigers. And it's Downs on serve. It's received by Beard, up to Long, over to Reelman. Reelman off the top of the net, played by Smith. Sent over by Halverson. Long takes it, over to Kim. And it's tipped at the net, and the point is awarded to the Tigers. Yellow Jackets still on set point. Downs with the serve. It's received by Beard. Over to Long, now to Reelman. Reelman hits it. Out of bounds, but it's off of a block attempt by the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets take the first set, 25-23. We'll switch ends, and when we come back, we'll have second set action for you here from Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets are hosting the Wittenberg University Tigers in Midwest Collegiate Volleyball action. Both teams undefeated in conference play. Wittenberg 3-0, the Yellow Jackets 2-0, and BW up 1-0 in this best of 5 after they took the first set 25-23. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets, no surprise, it was Michael Beard with 6 kills and 13 total attacks for a .231 hit percentage. He also had 14 serve receptions and 5 digs as well as a block attempt. Nick Reelman added 3 kills. Josh Steinitz had 2. Nick Mazzoni and Colby Whiteside each had 1. Brandon Long with 12 assists, 2 service aces, 1 each from Steinitz and Whiteside. Leading the way for the Wittenberg Tigers with 3 kills, it was Eli Halverson, Michael Yerk, and Kurt Klamfoth each had 2, while Taylor Harper and Tom Supan had 1. Sam Richardson with just 7 set assists in that first set. And Halverson led the way with 5 digs as well as a block. Brandon Long on serve for the Yellow Jackets, and it's hit out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. On the return, it's a point for the Tigers. They lead it 1-0 here in this second set. Jake Downs on serve. Floating right-hander, received by Reelman. Up to Long, over to Beard. Beard puts it down for the kill. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets to even things up. Michael Beard to serve for the Yellow Jackets. Off the top of the net, it's played by Halverson. Over to Richardson. Big swing from Supan, kept alive and sent over by Kim. Wittenberg tried to get a quick tip over the Yellow Jackets handle, and Reelman hits it into a block, and it's down for a Wittenberg point. Klamfoth on serve for the Tigers, who lead it 2-1 here in this second set. It's received by Reelman, up to Long. Whiteside with a tip, and it's somehow kept alive by the Tigers, sent over by Downs. Coach Mars expresses his frustration by slamming his clipboard down to the court. Play continues. Wittenberg sends it over. Halverson through a block. It's a point for the Tigers. Coach Mars expressing his displeasure with the chair official as well as the on-court official, saying that it was clearly the corner official's call and to no avail. Handball looked like it was down, but somehow Wittenberg kept it alive, and they lead it 3-1 here in this second set. Klamfoth stays on serve for the Tigers. And it's out of bounds, says the one official. The Yellow Jackets may have gotten away with one. Looked like it may have caught the line. But to no avail, the Yellow Jackets will go back on serve, down 3-2 here in this second set. Colby Whiteside hearing it from the Wittenberg bench, sends it over with the right hand. Halverson hits it into a block, but it's out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. Point to the Tigers. Tom Supan rotates over to take the serve for the Tigers. Flips it up with the right hand, sends it over. Beard on the reception. Up to Long. Over to Mazzoni, and he puts it down for the kill with the left hand. Point for the Yellow Jackets. Mazzoni will go on serve. Left-hander flips it up into the air, sends it over. It's played by Smith. Up to Richardson. Big swing and down for a point. It's Dominic Melchiori skying above the net and putting it down with the right hand. Eli Halverson goes on serve with the Tigers in front, 5-3, looking to make it a bigger lead. It's out of bounds, wide of the post that extends from the net. And point goes to the Yellow Jackets. Nick Reelman on serve. Off the top of the net, played by Supan, up to Richardson. Over to Yerk. It's played off the block by the Yellow Jackets. Beard hits it through a block, kept alive by the Tigers. Melchiori puts it down from the middle hit spot. Nick Mazzoni went sliding into the Yellow Jacket bench in an effort to try and track it down, unable to do so. Reelman checks out. Kim checks in with Peyton Reed flanking his right side. Melchiori on serve, floats it over. Reed sends it up to Long, who sets up Beard for a hit. He hits it into a block, but it's out of bounds off of the Tigers. Dominic Smith back for the Tigers. Melchiori checks out. Josh Steinitz has returned, and he will go on serve. Flips it up with the right hand, sends it over with the right hand. It's played by Halverson, up to Richardson. Over to Yerk, roll shot over, played by Beard, up to Long. Over to Mazzoni, hits it into a block, and it's a point for the Tigers as it never crossed over the net. Sam Richardson will be on serve with the Tigers in front, 7-5. Off the top of the net, played by Peyton Reed. Up to Brandon Long, over to Nick Mazzoni. Mazzoni puts it down on the line. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Long with the serve. for the Yellow Jackets. Supan plays it tight to the net. It's blocked by the Yellow Jackets, somehow kept alive by a diving Smith. Sent over on a free ball, played by Kim. Up to Long, over to Beard. Beard puts it down off of Smith, and that'll even things up at 7 here in this second set. Brandon Long had a long stretch on serve when the Yellow Jackets were able to build out a lead that allowed them to claim that first set. Looking to do the same here in the second set with a long serve, and Tom Supan says, you know what, I didn't like that as much, so I'm going to put it down for the kill, and the Tigers go back on serve. Jake Downs will serve it up. And it's out of bounds. We're even at 8, and the Yellow Jackets go back on serve. It will be the standout of this team, Michael Beard, who goes on serve. Off the top of the net, played by Smith, over to Richardson. Alverson with a big swing, kept alive by Kim, lunging to his right. Beard sends it up to Reelman. Reelman through a block. It's out of bounds off of the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets in front, 9-8. Beard with the jumping right-handed serve. Smith plays it up to Richardson, over to Supan. It's kept alive by Long, up to Kim, over to Mazzoni. Mazzoni with a big left-handed swing, found a gap in the Tigers' alignment and put it down for the Yellow Jacket point. And with the Yellow Jackets taking a 10-8 lead here in this second set, the Wittenberg Tigers elect to use their first of 2 timeouts in this set. And while we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria, Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening and watching to Yellow Jacket Men's Volleyball on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout with the Yellow Jackets leading at 10-8. Wittenberg sends out Downs, Halverson, Smith, Supan, Richardson, and Klamfoth. The Yellow Jackets respond with Reelman, Whiteside, Mazzoni, Long, Kim, and Beard. Beard stays on serve. It's received by Smith, up to Richardson, over to Halverson, blocked down for a Yellow Jacket point, and it's Nick Mazzoni coming up with the block. That brings the Yellow Jacket bench to their feet, and it leads to some good jawing back and forth between the Jackets and the Tigers. Halverson with a hit through a block. It's kept alive by Kim. Up to Long. Back row attack from Beard through a block. It's kept alive by the Tigers. Supan with a hit. Blocked at the net. Smith sets it up for Halverson. And Halverson puts it down for the kill as Beard was lunging to his left. Could only get one arm on it. And couldn't keep it elevated enough for a teammate to get there. Klamfoth on serve. Sends it over with the right hand. Played by Reelman. Up to Long. Over to Whiteside. Through a block attempt from Melchiori. And it's down for the Yellow Jacket point. Whiteside will go on serve. And the Wittenberg Tigers are giving him a fair bit of razzing, commenting on his hair. And he said, okay, razz me if you want, but I'm putting it down for an ace, and that's exactly what he did. Found a gap in the Tigers alignment and put it right down on the court for the Yellow Jacket point. Whiteside sends it over. It's played on one hit, and then Steinitz hit the net, puts it down for the Yellow Jacket kill. Wittenberg couldn't control it off the reception, set up Steinitz for the big swing with the right hand. And Wittenberg will burn its second and final time out of this second set, with the Yellow Jackets holding a 14-9 lead over the Tigers. Today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria in Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of the Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening and watching Yellow Jacket men's volleyball action on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Whiteside on serve for the Yellow Jackets, and Halverson missed the reception. It's out of bounds off of the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. They have Steinitz, Reelman, Mazzoni, Long, Beard, and Whiteside on the floor. The Tigers counter with Supan, Smith, Downs, Halverson, Richardson, and Melchiori. Whiteside hits it into the net, and it's a service error for the Yellow Jackets. Point to the Tigers. Tom Supan goes on serve for Wittenberg. They trail at 15-10 here in the second set. Off the top of the net, played by Kim. Up to Long, over to Beard from the back row, and Beard sends it out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets tell Coach Mars that they think it was inbounds. He talks to the on-court official. And it's a short conversation. Wittenberg will stay on serve. Supan will tee it up. And it's out of bounds. Off of the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. Nick Mazzoni on serve, and that ball took a funny carom off of his left hand and went due left of the chair, out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. It's Eli Halverson on serve. Jumping right-hander played by Reelman. Up to Long. Steinitz has his hit blocked, but the Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Long for Steinitz again, through a block this time. Smith keeps it alive for the Tigers. Up to Richardson. Melchiori with a tip. Handled by Kim. Up to Long. Over to Beard from the back row attack. Off of Smith. Out of bounds. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. They lead it 17-12 and go back on serve here in this second set. Nick Reelman will serve it up for the Yellow Jackets. It's played by Smith tight to the net, and Richardson tips it over the reach of two Yellow Jackets to get it down for a Tigers point. Dominic Melchiori will go on serve. He has 11 service aces on the year. Reed receives it up to Long, over to Beard on the left side, and Beard will put it down out of bounds off of the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. Josh Steinitz will rotate over and go on serve. Flips it up with the right hand, sends it over. Smith with a dive, keeps it alive on the reception. Over to Yerk, and Yerk hits it through a block, and it's down for a Wittenberg point. Sam Richardson on serve. The southpaw sends it over. Kim plays it up to Long. Over to Colby Whiteside. Sent over on one hit by the Tigers. Over to Beard now. Beard hits it into a block, and it's out of bounds off of Wittenberg. Point to the Yellow Jackets. Brandon Long on serve for BW. They lead at 19-14. Big swing from Yerk. It's blocked down by Michael Beard, and it's a Yellow Jacket point. Long stays on serve for the Yellow Jackets. And it's played by Supan, up to Richardson. Back to Supan, roll shot, gets over. Long hits it over to Kim. Now to Beard on the left side. Beard hits it over. It's played by Richardson over to Smith. Now to Supan on the tip. Backed up by Beard. Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Long sets up Mazzoni, and Mazzoni hits it into a block, but the Yellow Jackets are called for an infraction. So the point goes to the Tigers. Jake Downs will check in. Michael Yerk will check out. Downs will go on serve, with the Tigers down 20-15 here in this second set, and 1-0 in this best of 5. And it's sent out of bounds by Downs on the fly. Point for the Yellow Jackets. Reed will check out, and Reelman will check back in. Michael Beard will go on serve. Jumping right-hander, played by Smith, and it's mishandled by Supan. A little bit of a communication error between he and Richardson, and it's down off of the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. 22-15, BW in front. Beard with the right-handed serve, it's into the net. It's a point for the Tigers. Smith and Klamfoth check out. And it'll be Gertz who returns to go on serve. Right-handed serve played by Reelman up to Long. Beard with the back row attack, and he sends it out of bounds. Jacket lead down to 5 here in this second set. Gertz's serve received by Reelman, over to Long to Mazzoni, through a block. It's out of bounds off of the Tigers. Point for the Yellow Jackets. And it'll be Colby Whiteside going on serve. Whiteside goes through his pre-serve routine, chops down on it 3 times, spins it into his right hand, and puts it into the net. Yellow Jacket lead down to 5, 23-18. Tom Supan will be on serve. Flips it up with the right hand, sends it over with the right hand. Kim on the reception, up to Long, over to Reelman. Reelman puts it down for the kill, and that'll put the Yellow Jackets on set point here in set number 2. Nick Mazzoni on serve. Left-handed serve received by Smith. Up to Richardson. Over to Halverson on the tip. Dive by Reelman. Keeps it alive. Up to Long. Back row attack from Beard. Kept alive by Downs. Up to Richardson. Over to Supan, who smashes it out of bounds off of one of the Yellow Jackets. Point for the Tigers. Yellow Jackets in front. 24-19 here in this second set. Halverson goes on serve. The Yellow Jackets still have set point. And it's out of bounds on the fly off of Halverson. Set point to the Yellow Jackets. They take a 2-0 lead after claiming set number 2 by a 25-19 count. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have third set action for you right here from Ursprung Gymnasium on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Welcome back to Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. I'm Matt Florjancic, bringing you MCVL volleyball action as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets play host to the Wittenberg University Tigers. The Yellow Jackets in this best-of-5 match lead it 2-0, taking the first set 25-23 and the second 25-19. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets, it's Michael Beard with 12 kills in 25 total attacks, a 280 hit percentage. He's added 1 assist, 1 service ace, 15 serve receptions, and 7 digs for a total of 14 points. Nick Mazzoni and Nick Reelman have added 5 kills each. Josh Steinitz has 3, and Colby Whiteside has added 2. Whiteside with 3 service aces, Beard and Steinitz each with 1 for the Yellow Jackets. And leading the way with digs with 7 each, it's Beard and Aiden Kim. Set assists, 23 of the Yellow Jackets, 26 have come from Brandon Long. Eli Halverson leading the way for the Wittenberg Tigers with 6 kills. Michael Yerk has added 4, Tom Supan 3, 2 each for Kurt Klamfoth and Dominic Melchiori, and a 1 each for Taylor Harper and Sam Richardson. Richardson leading the way with 15 of the 17 set assists for the Tigers. And on digs, Halverson has a team high 6. The Tigers will go from left to right here in this third set. The Yellow Jackets right to left. The Yellow Jackets start with Reelman, Beard, Long, Kim, Mazzoni, and Whiteside. The Tigers counter with Richardson, who's on serve, Smith, Halverson, Supan, Yerk, and Klamfoth. The Yellow Jackets on serve reception will send it over, and it'll be down for a Yellow Jacket point. Michael Beard will go on serve. And it's nearly down for an ace, and that will be an ace. Richardson scooted underneath the net to try and keep it alive. And I don't think he was really allowed to do that. He caught Nick Reelman by surprise. Beard stays on serve. Yellow Jackets in front 2-0. It's received by Supan up to Richardson. Over to Yerk, and he clobbers it out of bounds for a Yellow Jacket point. Beard looking to build on a 3-point Yellow Jacket lead here in this third set. And it's an ace as Smith was backpedaling, thinking he was going to let it go, and at the last second tried to put his arms in front of it, and it dropped off the side of his arm and went out of bounds. And with the Yellow Jackets starting strong here in this third set, the Wittenberg Tigers have called a timeout. Coach Nathan Matthews wants to take a look at some things.
At Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, we understand athletes, whether you've been injured or want to improve.
While we have this opportunity, want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports of Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893, Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider, Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University, Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow, and Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening and watching Yellow Jacket men's volleyball action on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, it is Klamfoth, Yerk, Richardson, Supan, Smith, and Aaron Miller, who is seeing his first action of the day for the Tigers. Beard, Long, Kim, Reelman, Whiteside, and Mazzoni on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, and it's a point for Wittenberg on a kill. And Miller subs out very quickly for Eli Halverson as Yerk goes on serve. And jumping right-handed serve received by Kim, up to Long, over to Reelman. Smith digs it out, up to Richardson. Tip at the net by Halverson, played by Kim, up to Long, over to Mazzoni. Hits it into a block, and it's down for a Wittenberg point. He hit it into the biggest member of the Wittenberg roster. Kurt Klamfoth, the junior middle blocker, stands 6'6", and he used every bit of his frame to get in the way of that hit from Nick Mazzoni. Michael Yerk flipped it up into the air, charged towards the ball, and he kept going. The ball seemed to hang up in the air, caught him by surprise, and it fell to the court. It's a Yellow Jacket point, and they go back on serve. Colby Whiteside with the right-handed serve, played by Yerk, up to Richardson. And Richardson hits it into the post that extends from the net. It's out of bounds off of the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets stay on serve. Whiteside serve, played by Yerk, up to Richardson. Big swing by Supan is blocked down by Nick Reelman for the Yellow Jacket point. That'll give the Yellow Jackets a 7-2 advantage here in the third set. Whiteside sends it over, and Wittenberg thought it was out of bounds. The official on the court said otherwise. It's an ace for the Yellow Jackets. Whiteside serve, received by Smith, takes a funny carom. It'll be sent over on a free ball by Smith. Beard takes it up to long, tip at the net by Steinitz, dive by Richardson, keeps it alive. Mazzoni is there after it got over on one hit from Wittenberg, and he put it down for the kill. The Yellow Jackets now with a 7-point advantage. They lead it 9-2 here in this third set. Klamfoth is back, and Andrew Diaz de Padilla is into the match for his first action as Whiteside clubs it out of bounds on the serve. It's a point for the Tigers. Klamfoth goes on serve. Right-handed serve received by Reelman, up to long, over to Steinitz, and he puts it down with authority for the kill. Diaz de Padilla got one arm on it, but was not able to keep it alive for the Tigers as it caromed into the curtain and fell to the court. Nick Mazzoni on serve for the Yellow Jackets. Flips it up with the left hand, sends it over with the left hand, and it's out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. Tom Supan will rotate over and serve for Wittenberg. Supan's serve goes wide of the line. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Wittenberg has given Colby Whiteside quite a bit of ribbing today for his hairstyle, so the Yellow Jackets decided to respond with in kind, I should say, to Supan, keeping things a little bit lively on the bench. Melchiori with a hit at the net. It's blocked out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. And it'll be Eli Halverson who goes on serve.
Eli Halverson serve.
Halverson serve received by Kim, up to long, over to Beard. Beard puts it through a block and somehow kept alive by the Tigers, sent over on a free ball by Diaz de Padilla. It's Steinitz at the net with the tip. It's kept alive by Melchiori. Quick tip attempt by Diaz de Padilla, blocked at the net by the Yellow Jackets and put down for the point. Kim checks out, Whiteside checks back in, and it'll be Josh Steinitz who rotates over to serve. And he quickly hits it into the net. Serve and point over to Wittenberg. Steinitz will check out, Kim will check back in. Dominic Melchiori will go on serve. Floating right-hander received by Reed, up to long, over to Beard. Beard hits it through a block, and it hits the deck right in front of a diving Melchiori. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Smith will check back in. Melchiori will check out for the Tigers. Brandon Long goes on serve for the Yellow Jackets. And the floating right-hander received by Supan, up to Richardson. Back row attack from Halverson. Played by Long, over to Kim, not a Beard. Beard clubs it out of bounds. Absolutely smoked it, put too much strength behind that hit. And the point and serve will go over to Wittenberg. It'll be Sam Richardson who serves. Flips it up, sends it over with the left hand, received by Beard. Goes all the way over Yerk with a big hit. It's returned by the Yellow Jackets on one hit. Another hit from Klamfoth, played by Kim, up to Long, over to Beard. Beard with a tip, it's blocked at the net. The Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Long sets it up for Mazzoni. His tip is blocked. Long sets it up for Mazzoni again. He clubs it over a block attempt, but hits it out of bounds. It's a point for the Tigers. And Richardson will stay on serve. Richardson with the left-handed serve. It's received by Kim. Up to Long, over to Whiteside. He puts it down for the kill. A short set from Long gave Whiteside just enough space to get that ball over and down. Michael Beard will go on serve with the Yellow Jackets, holding a 14-12 16-8 lead here in this third set, and a 2-0 lead in his best-of-5 match. Beard puts it into the net. It's a point and serve over to the Tigers. Substitution for Wittenberg. Burke will check out. Jake Downs will return. It's received by Reelman, up to Long, over to Mazzoni. He hits it through a block out of bounds. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Colby Whiteside will serve for BW. Right-handed serve is an ace as Downs tried to receive it, but it went out of bounds off of his left arm. Yellow Jackets in front, 16-9 here in this third set. It's Whiteside on serve. It's played tight to the net. Tip at the net is blocked, but it's blocked out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets. Melchiori comes back in. Smith will check out for the Tigers. And Klamfoth will go on serve. And now we'll have another substitution as Klamfoth will come out and Gertz will go on serve. It's received by Beard and goes straight into the air. Kim sets it tighter to the net. Reelman with a hit through a block. It's kept alive by the Tigers. Richardson sets up Halverson. He hits it over a block, and it's down out of the reach of a diving Michael Beard for a Tiger point. Gertz stays on serve, and it sails out of bounds for a Yellow Jacket point. They lead it 17-11 here in this third set. Klamfoth comes back, albeit momentarily, as Smith will check in for him. And Gertz will check out as well. Mazzoni on serve. Left-hander is down for an ace as Downs couldn't keep it elevated while diving to his right. And we have a timeout on the floor by the Wittenberg Tigers as they trail at 18-11 here in this third set. And they are down 2-0 in this best-of-5 match. While we have this break, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews on Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening to and watching Yellow Jacket men's volleyball action on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, it's Kim, Beard, Long, Reelman, Steinitz, and Mazzoni on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. On the floor for the Tigers, it's Halverson, Melchiori, Richardson, Supan, Downs, and Smith. And Mazzoni on serve, hits it into the net. It's a point for the Tigers. Tom Supan, the Medina native, goes on serve for the Tigers. Off the top of the net, played by Kim, and it goes all the way over. And infraction is whistled against the Tigers. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Nick Reelman goes on serve. He'll have to wait as Nathan Matthews looking for an explanation from the officials. Now Reelman gets the signal, sends it up with the right hand. and it's into the net for a Tigers point. Peyton Reed comes back into the match. He'll replace Nick Reelman. Eli Halverson goes on serve. It's received by a diving Peyton Reed. Up to long, over to Mazzoni. Mazzoni into a block. Kim tried to keep it alive, but the Yellow Jackets couldn't get a second hit on it. Point to the Tigers. They trail by 5 here in this third set, 19-14. Halverson stays on serve. Jumping right-hander, received by Kim. Up to long, over to Beard on the left side. Beard has his shot handled by Halverson. It's sent over on a free ball. Mazzoni is there. Up to long, over to Beard. Beard through a block. It's kept alive by Halverson. Up to Richardson. And it's hit out of bounds by the Tigers, but before they could hit it out of bounds, Richardson was called for a lift. Josh Steinitz will go on serve with the Yellow Jackets in front, 20-14 here in this third set. And he hits it into the net for a service error. Point to the Tigers. Dominic Melchiori on serve. It's received by Reed. Up to long, over to Beard. Beard has it dug out by one of the Tigers, sent over on one hit. Now Whiteside with a big hit that's kept alive by the Tigers on a dive. Beard with a roll shot, and this one will be sent underneath the net by a diving Supan. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Brandon Long will go on serve. Played over by the right, or on the right hand. It's tipped at the net. Richardson trying to keep it alive. It's set up, and it'll be sent into the umpire in the stand by Dominic Smith. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Wittenberg all sorts of out of sync on that last point, and the Yellow Jackets take advantage. Brandon Long stays on serve. Right-hander hit out of bounds. Supan walked it right to the line and then let it fall to the court. Sam Richardson will go on serve for Wittenberg. The left-handed serve played by Beard. Over to Long, now to Mazzoni. He has it blocked. Whiteside keeps it alive. Over to Long to Beard, and Beard puts it down. Smith tried to keep it alive. It went into the net and went out of bounds. Point to the Yellow Jackets. They lead it 23-16 here in this third set. Beard on serve for the Yellow Jackets. And he hits it out of bounds for the service error. Point to the Tigers. Jake Downs checks in to replace Michael Yerk. Downs goes on serve. Received by Kim, up to Long. Beard from the back row, puts it down off of Smith. It's kept alive by Downs. Then Karam's off of the hoop here at Ursprung Gymnasium, and nobody was close enough to hustle after it. The Yellow Jackets go on match point, and it will be Colby Whiteside who serves it up. Josh Steinitz back in. Aiden Kim checks out for the Yellow Jackets. And Whiteside sends it long. The point will go to the Tigers. Yellow Jackets still on match point. Will be Kurt Klamfoth on serve. Jumping right-hander, received by Beard, up to Long, over to Steinitz. It's dug out by Richardson, over to Downs, now to Supan on the right side. It's played by Beard, up to Long, over to Reelman. Reelman hits it out of bounds. It's a point for the Tigers. Clamfoth stays on serve with the Tigers down 24-19. And the Yellow Jackets on match point. It's received by Reelman, up to Long, over to Mazzoni, hits it through a block. Downs tries to keep it alive now. Clamfoth sends it towards the net. It's sent over by Supan on a free ball. Long sets up Steinitz. Downs there for the dig. Richardson hustles after it, keeps it alive, over to Clamfoth, and it's played by Mazzoni. Up to Long, over to Steinitz with a quick tip, handled by Downs. Up to Richardson, over to Halverson with a tip at the net, and it's down for the Wittenberg point. Reelman went diving to his right, Kim went diving to his left, and it was out of the reach of both of the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets stay on match point though, 24-20. They lead it here in the third. Clamfoth with the jumping right-hander. It clears the net. It's received by Beard. Up to Long. Back to Beard, and he hits it out of bounds. Point for the Tigers, and a timeout on the court as Wittenberg is trying to rally here in this third set. The timeout call by the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. And while we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket men's volleyball match is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's match is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening to and watching Yellow Jacket men's volleyball action on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, it's Mazzoni, Long, Steinitz, Kim, Reelman, and Beard on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. The Tigers counter with Richardson, Halverson, Melchiori, Supan, Downs, and Clamfoth, who's on serve. Clamfoth's right-handed serve, played by Reelman. Up to Long, over to Steinitz. He hits it through a block. It's down for match point as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets have closed out this straight sets win. 25-23, 25-19, 25-21. They have now won 4 straight matches overall, and all 4 have been straight set victories. The Yellow Jackets improved to 20-6 on the season. They are 3-0 in MCVL play, and now 11-1 on the home floor here at Ursprung Gymnasium. While the Tigers fall to 14-9 overall, they are 2-4 away from home, and now 3-1 in MCVL play. Credit to the Tigers as they salute the fans that made the trek in to watch this team play. The Yellow Jackets celebrating in front of their own bench after winning their 4th straight match. Taking a look at the final statistics before we get on out of here. The Yellow Jackets were led today by Michael Beard, who had 16 kills, a .250 hit percentage, 1 assist, 3 service aces, and 9 digs. Nick Mazzoni had 8 kills and 1 service ace with 2 digs. Nick Reelman added 5 kills, 1 assist, and 1 dig. Josh Steinitz also had 5 kills with 1 service ace and 2 digs. Colby Whiteside had 3 kills, 5 service aces. Brandon Long had 1 kill, 32 set assists, and 6 digs. Peyton Reed added 2 digs, and Aiden Kim added 2 assists and 9 digs. The Tigers were led by Eli Halverson with 9 kills, a .421 hit percentage, and 9 digs. Michael Yerk had 4 kills. Tom Supan had 4 kills and 3 digs. Dominic Melchiori had 3 kills and 2 digs. Kurt Clamfoth had 2 kills. Taylor Harper and Sam Richardson each had 1 kill. Richardson added 5 digs, while Dominic Smith added 2 set assists and 6 digs. Aaron Miller saw action very briefly in that third set, did not record a stat. Jake Downs had 7 digs. Andrew Diaz-Di Padilla had 1 assist, and also Chris Gertz saw action in today's match. Team stats overall, the Yellow Jackets had 95 total attacks, 38 kills, and 19 errors for a 200 hit percentage. Wittenberg had 70 attacks, 24 kills, 10 errors, and a 200 hit percentage as well. The Yellow Jackets had 36 assists to just 22 for the Tigers. 10 service aces overall in today's match, all went to the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets also had 19 service errors as opposed to 13 for the Tigers. Digs were just about even, with Wittenberg holding a 32-31 edge. Reception errors, all 10 were committed by the Wittenberg Tigers. Total blocks went the way of Wittenberg 6-5. They had a 3-2 edge in solo blocks, and the block assists were even at 6 each. 2 block errors by the Tigers and 1 block error for the Yellow Jackets. The Wittenberg Tigers once again fall to 14-9 on the season. They are 2-4 away from home, and now 3-1 in Midwest Collegiate Volleyball League action after losing a straight sets match today, 25-23, 25-19, and 25-21 to the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. The Wittenberg Tigers, I should say, will next be in action when they play at Olivet next Saturday afternoon and complete the Michigan swing with a trip to Adrian on Sunday, March 26th. The Yellow Jackets will next be in action when they travel to Adrian on March 21st, a Tuesday night affair, before they return home to host Mountain Union in MCVL action on Saturday on March 25th. That match is scheduled to get underway at 1 p.m. Once again, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets straight set winners over the Wittenberg University Tigers, 25-23, 25-19, 25-21. The Yellow Jackets improve to 20-6 overall. They are 3-0 in MCVL play, and they are now dominant 11-1 here on their home floor. For everyone here at Baldwin Wallace, my name is Matt Florjancic saying have a great night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for watching and listening to today's match on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV.